Good evening. This is Mary Joseph. I'm coming live from Hamilton. I'm a licensed immigration advisor. I'm with AJB Services. I'm a senior manager and a licensed immigration advisor authorized by the government of New Zealand to provide immigration advice. So I am here like every other week. I'm here to provide and assist all my lovely students, my future prospective clients to come to New Zealand to advise and guide and provide immigration advice that is friendly and frank, and that's what we call ourselves. We are a friendly and frank a team of licensed immigration advisors. We are a New Zealand based company called AJV Services. Our website is ajv.global, sorry, ajvglobal.com. And we mainly work with migrants and students from India. However, we have a footprint. I mean, we have clients from across the globe. We have clients all the way from Brazil, from Sri Lanka, from Nepal, from Pakistan, from all the Gulf countries, that's UAE, Bahrain, Muscat, Kuwait. So we have clients from that part of the world as well. So yeah, we are a company who don't really stick to borders. We are based in New Zealand, so we are accessible for everybody, based no matter which part of the world. Okay, so all those who are watching, thanks for coming online, and I'll be more than happy to answer to your questions and assist accordingly. Right. So like before we get into the main question and answer, I'm supposed to first provide my license card. That is my license. My number is 2018011050. You can go up on the IAA website and verify my license. So that's how it is. And we can, while we wait for the questions to come in, the most common concerns, most common queries that are happening around this time. One is the recent work visa policy changes. Does it apply to everybody? No, it does not apply to everybody. It does not apply for people who are coming on student visas. It does not apply to their partners. It does not apply for their future plans of applying for a resident visa. But if you do apply for a resident visa under that category, yes. But the most popular one, and the one that you're likely to apply for, is a skilled migrant category. And this policy change does not affect the skilled migrant category, where basically it's a point-based system where you are, there are a lot of employability factors that are there taken into consideration, and then you basically apply for a resident visa. So yeah, so it does not affect that. So also, it does not affect the students who are here in New Zealand or the ones who are planning to come to New Zealand. So yeah, so I'm just giving a heads up before all of you ask me, or anybody ask me about this particular aspect. It does not apply to you, and it will not impact at the moment for you. It is only for those people who are applying for a resident visa through the work to resident pathway under the talent accredited work visa. So the threshold has been changed for that and not for the skilled migrant category. The skilled migrant category threshold still remains 52,000 per annum or $25 per hour as wages that are paid for a week work of 30 hours minimum. So that is what the policy is about. Now, besides that, I know that there are a lot of people concerned about partnership-based visas. I think in the last week, before my last live session, after my last live, INZ has been sending a spurge of emails to everybody. I think there was an automated email that was sent to all applicants whose applications are in the queue. They just said, thank you for your application. We have received your application. We regret for the delays, and we will, we are working on it, and we will address to it shortly. So it does not mean that your application has been allocated. It does not mean that it was just received, or there is no indication as to by when it will be done, or will it be done soon. They're just acknowledging the delay and that they are working on it. Okay, so if you're going to ask me about that, I've already answered. And those who have, all those panic stricken people who have already contacted me, that's what I have responded as well. So I'm just reassuring the rest of you here. So There are a couple of things that I would like to talk about. Take this opportunity today and let you guys know that, I see that there are a lot of immigrants who are probably current students here in New Zealand, and or are planning to come to New Zealand, are getting married, probably in the near future, and planning to bring their wives along or husbands along. Okay, there's a bit of caution there. Okay, I must warn you that at this stage, INZ is not approving any partnership based applications. Okay, that number show living together. Living together means, yeah, you might say, okay, we are from a very, very traditional Indian background. You cannot expect us to live together unless we are married. Yeah. So, but INZ's regulations are different. For them, they are creating this pathway for partners who have established a living together. It is very, very simple. Their objective policy very clearly states that there could be exceptions in very, very rare cases. However, it is not given that, just because you can prove your partnership but you have not lived together, it's a genuine marriage. How can they not believe us? Yes, they believe that you are married, but they don't believe that you are living together. Okay, so there are different aspects. So I would like to take this opportunity to explain that there are four aspects that Immigration New Zealand is looking at. Number one is genuine and stable marriage, number one. Second is living together. Third is financial interdependence. And fourth are future plans. So there is a fourfold approach that immigration takes. As you being recently married, you only meet part of the first one. The rest of the four is not met. So it is highly unlikely that just based on this, they will be able to give you a visa. Okay. So all those who are planning to get married and bring their spouses along, please take this very, very seriously. As a warning, as a caution, do not apply for partnership based visas on that. You will only sit in the queue for 8 to 9 months, and then the visa is going to be declined. You will lose time. Time is critical, especially when you're trying to show your partnership. Okay, so we have, as a company, we have worked this through, and we have thought of a solution for couples like this. So please talk to us. Please send us an email to immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. If you're about to get married, recently married, or already your spouse visas have been declined, please talk to us. Or if you know of friends who are in this problem, who are just recently married, please do not take a chance. Or also for those who are already here in New Zealand and going to India or to your home country to get married. So please talk to us, consult us before you do this. This is very, very important. You will lose time and money. Do not. Another thing that a lot of people do mistake is apply for a visitor visa general, saying, hey, you know what, why will they not give us a tourist visa? At least they should consider a tourist. Unfortunately, there is a clear definition saying that you need to be a bona fide visitor. Bona fide means that you're going to come, visit, and go back home. If you're bringing a partner, that is your spouse, on that visa, then you're not meeting the instructions, because the intention is not to visit. It's not to just look and see as a tourist and go back home. No, it is to join the partner. So also INZ Mumbai has very clearly told us that any partnership applications or any applications where the partner is in New Zealand will not be approved directly if applied under the general visitor category. So, guys, understand this. This is very important immigration advice, which you will get only if you actually sit with an advisor and pay them money. I'm giving you this information free of cost because I see how many of them have been waiting in the queue, and have just wasted their time and energy and emotions. Okay, I think money is not a big factor over here, because you may not spend too much, because the fees is just about $500, $495 actually. But then I think the waiting will really kill you. Okay, so please talk to us. Immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. If you are, that's my email address. If you're based in New Zealand, call me on 0800 696977. Or if you are based if you're based overseas, please call me on +64 226052615. Please don't call me on WhatsApp. I've stopped using WhatsApp. Please don't call me on WhatsApp. Please give me a call directly on my phone. I'm happy to then connect via Skype after that. So I take this opportunity to let you guys know, please be careful and let all your friends and family members know about this. Do not take this caution lightly. Okay, right. So I see some comments, questions coming in. I have my lovely team on backup. Thank you all for joining in, guys. And I have my regular follow, YouTube, live viewers. I see Anita. I see Prakash. I see the rest of my team. And Seshu's also come in today. Hi, Seshu. It's been a long time, guys. You must call and say hello to me. It's like you got your resident visa and you've forgotten AJV. Okay, say hi to your lovely wife, and I hope to catch up with you guys sometime. We've got a lovely office here. Please do come in and say hello to us. Okay, probably in the next meeting in Auckland, we'll catch up with you all. Great, and yeah. So my rest of my team has come on. So now let's get into questions. I see some questions coming in. Okay, some ground rules before we go to the questions. All those who are, I'm streaming live, all you YouTubers can come to Facebook and put down your questions. Number one. Second is, if you are an AJV student, start with saying I'm an AJV student. It's easy for me to locate information about you. And I always give more preference to AJV students. Of course, you guys are working with us and you'll need to be pampered a bit. Okay, so we will ensure that I give you all the information first. Okay, besides that, if you're a non-AJV student and you're interested to work with us, please give us your contact details. It's only fair that, when we give you information, it's only fair that you give us your contact details, because sometimes these sessions get disconnected and then it's very difficult for us to connect with you. So it'll be easy. Sometimes I even pick up the phone straight away and connect with people. So that's how it will be. So can you please leave your phone numbers? If you're a non-AJV student or a non-AJV client, I will be able to share my views on your questions or comments only then. Okay, so the first one is from Chetan Surya. Chetan says, hi Mary, Chetan here. I'm an AJV student. Thank you so much, Chetan, for working with us. I have two questions. I've applied for an offer from Vintech for PG Diploma Applied Informatics. Now I'm planning for Masters in Information Technology. Can I change to Masters for June intake? What is the PR procedure after completing the Masters? Will the new rule of annual income of 79,000 is one of the criteria for PR, or the annual income is subjected to any particular skills or experience but confused? Can you explain? Okay. Chetan, very good question. Important. I just clarified to you that the threshold that was changed recently is not for skilled migrant category. See, if tomorrow you apply for a resident visa through an accredited employer through the work to residency option, then that will apply to you. But then 80 to 90% of the people who come in do not apply through that. They apply through other pathways as well. So it's basically a mix, so it's most, by and large, people apply only through skilled migrant category. And yes, if you have employment through the accredited employer, you can apply through that. But accredited employers more come into play when people are unable to get to points, they're unable to meet the points. And also certain categories of people apply through that because work, and also that it's not a direct resident visa. You're on a work visa for 2 years. A lot of these people get confused. I don't know why. Please don't mix visa categories. They're two different things. Okay, talent accredited work visa is different and skilled migrant category is different. So it's a migration pathway, a resident pathway, and this is a work to residence pathway. They're two different things. So if you want to study a master's, irrespective of whether you study a PG diploma or a master's, that does not matter, as long as you're able to find yourself a job. The key, I'd say, we have come up with this magical, combination. If you study, no matter if you study a graduate diploma or a master's, so the best thing is if you're under the age of 39, and you finish any course in New Zealand, a level 7 and above, sorry. If you finish a level 7 and above back in your home country or in New Zealand, and you find yourself a job outside Auckland, you get that 160. Pakka. For sure. Sorry, I'm using a Hindi word here, but yeah, for sure you get 160. Okay? Because that is the magical combination. If you're over that age, if you're doing a master's, if you're having prior work experience, then there are other areas there where the points will kick in. Okay, so in combination, that's fine. But if you are outside Auckland, 80 to 90% there's a chance you'll get to 160 unless you don't have a bachelor degree or your age is higher. Okay, so in your case, Chetan, I don't see any problem. If you're in this profile, then I think you should just go ahead with confidence, because in the skill shortage, in the area of skill shortage that you're in IT, there's a lot of jobs. There are a lot of jobs. Okay, so it's only a matter of you doing that program which is job oriented and which will prepare you for the industry. Okay, so come with confidence. All our IT students have done extremely well. One of our viewers right now, Prakash Prasanna, is one of our own students who also did a small stint with AJV. He was a project manager and he worked with us for about a year before he went on to looking for other opportunities. He will also tell you how, and he's also a Wintech graduate, by the way. But in fact, he came for a graduate diploma level 7, not even for a PG, and he's doing extremely well. Okay, so I think I have way too many success stories to quote than the ones that are not doing well. And AJV students, there are very very few who really struggle, or who, but eventually they all get there. So our track record, we have seen the progress of our students. 80 to 81% of them have made it to their resident visa within the first 2 years. This is the 2016 batch that I'm talking to you about. So we are yet to track for 2017 and 18, but so we believe that it is possible, and you should just come with confidence and proceed. Okay, there's no annual income based on particular skills or experience, but there's just a standard threshold that is set right now. Okay, so don't worry about it, you'll be fine. You just go ahead with confidence. Okay, Chetan, thank you. Next question. Okay, looks like Surya's question was repeated. Okay, Mani Govardhan Raj says, Madam, is there any work-related visas, especially for chef? Mani, good question. You have not left us your number. However, I will still answer this for you. Chefs are in the long-term skill shortage. And if you're applying for overseas and if there is an employer who's willing to give you a job, then yes, there are work categories under which you can apply for. But somebody needs to give you a job. And it's highly unlikely that an employer will actually give you a job when you're not in the country. It's a bit tricky. They don't want to take that risk. Also, there are no employment checks that can be done. Your background checks cannot be done if you're not based in New Zealand. It's very difficult. Okay, it's very difficult to get it all done, and it's too expensive for the employers. So they rather prefer people who are here in the country on valid visas. So you might want to look at an alternate pathway, Money. If you have background, if you've got experience, maybe you could look at a pathway called skilled migrant category job search visa. But I think you need to have a minimum of 8 to 10 years of experience to even qualify for that area. So send us an email with your CV to immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. I will assess and I will provide your feedback on that. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mani. Next question we have Vishal Sri, who's it's a YouTube query. My team has pasted that. So Vishal says, I have provided number to AJV and completed my BTech mechanical, and wish to study in New Zealand to get a PR. Okay. And please say the opportunities for mechanical opportunities there. What are the IELTS requirements for level 7? And we choose a program that is not related to our previous study? Okay, right. So, Vishal, what I can see is, first of all, BTech mechanical means you're a mechanical engineer. So mechanical engineers are in the long-term skill shortage list. So that means you're required by employers here. We don't have enough residents and citizens to fill those positions, and that is the reason it's on the long-term skill shortage list. So there are a lot of opportunities. Okay, there are plenty of opportunities, and doing a level 7 program is perfect. Okay. Besides that, the IELTS required for a graduate diploma level 6 is an IELTS of 6 with no band less than 5.5. There may be individual band requirements as well, so you might have to check with your advisor. I think you're in touch with one of our advisors, Neha. Nisha. Yeah, so you're in touch with Nisha. So have a word with Nisha. She'll advise you. Yes, you can select a program that is not related to your previous study. If, for example, I have students who have come from a mechanical background and have studied areas, courses like CAD CAM and CNC, those kind of programs. They have come for project management programs. So you can do something which is related, but always do a program which will build on your current skills or you learn something. Do not do programs just randomly just for the heck of doing it. Okay. I have sadly heard stories where IT professionals were given such really bad programs in the past, and because of which they have struggled to find opportunities here. So is have a word with Nisha. She's a very good counselor and she will assist you with that question, okay, with your course selection, and then she will advise you accordingly. Okay. So I think you'll be all right. Just have a word with our advisors and we can assist you. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Next question we have is Ritika Bhatia. Ritika, you have not given us your phone number, but then I think you are based here in New Zealand. So let me just read out that question. So Ritika says, "Ma'am, my husband is studying level 5 chefing for 2 years in Auckland, MIT. With new work visa rules, will it affect anyway?" Okay, the work visa rules does not apply to students. I just said the policy changes are not applied to new. It's not for post-study work visa holders. Okay, so if he's studying in Auckland, then he will be eligible only for a 1 year post study work visa. And if he's coming for a culinary program, I think he should do well because culinary is in the long term skill shortage list. And if he's able to find himself a job as a chef, I think he's got a good chance of progressing into a resident visa. So I ask your husband to connect with us. I think he will need a bit of guidance. Also, if Ritika, if you're still based in India, I think you will be planning to come in very soon as well. So, we do assist with other categories of visas as well. So, ask your husband to give us a call, and I can clarify those questions for him. Our toll free number is 0800 We are available from 9 in the morning till 5 in the evening. So, ask him to give us a call. Okay. Yes, only on the weekdays. So, yeah. So, have a word with your husband and let him know what I've advised for. Okay. Thank you, Ritika. Next, Chetan Surya comes back and says, "Thanks, Mary, for the clarification. Always good to hear from you." And Arun, looking forward to see you in Hamilton soon. Thanks for your support and time. Thanks to AJV team as well. Thank you so much, Chetan. It feels amazing to get feedback like this from our students, and I hope that my team will continue to assist you to the best of our abilities, and I'm sure we will continue our support once you're here in New Zealand as well, and you're coming to Hamilton, so nothing to worry about. Yeah, we are here. We are right in the city center, and we are just about, I think we are about 10 blocks away from the Wintec house. So we're very close. So you can always drop in and say hello. Okay. Right. Next question we have. Oh, we do have our dear Mithun from Christchurch. Hi, Mithun. Mithun says, "Hi, ma'am. Is there any update regarding our last conversation? I'm waiting for your call. I've done what you've advised, went to all recruiting agencies, got registered, and dropped the CV. Brilliant. Good job on that." Yes, Virginia told me that about your call this morning about the connect. I have not heard back from my contact, as I told you, which I wanted to connect. I'm waiting to hear back from him. Once I hear back from him, I will connect you to him. So you just continue your efforts. As I said, you've just come in. Don't be in a rush. Settle in. Take some New Zealand air into your system, and then everything will fall into place. Okay, so just keep doing what you're doing right now. Focus on your studies, which is the most important thing, and have fun. Our weekend is coming, and we also have the long labor weekend coming. Plan something, go for a drive with your friends and stuff, and have fun. Okay, so we'll sort it out for you, Mithun. Don't worry. Great. So next question we've got, next comment is from Jitin Prasad, who says, "Hello, ma'am. Jitin here. I'm an AJV client. Thank you so much, Jitin, for working with us. Thank you. Wanted to know, if I apply for my student visa by end of October, by when will I get approval? I'm applying for Feb 2020 intake." I'll have to call an astrologist for that. Sorry. It's a bad joke. Okay. Jitin, at the moment, INZ is anticipating about 5 months of processing timelines. But I'll be honest, I cannot be too sure unless you apply, because the processing timelines keep changing depending on the the flow of applicants. Okay. INZ is advising right now for us to apply in advance, and October means you're giving them November, December, January, February, 4 months. There is a good possibility, depending on your course and depending on your university and college and everything, there is a good chance it'll be done quickly as well. So I think you just need to go ahead and apply. Hopefully, I'm sure your advisor would have also looked at the possibility of the next best intake available in case you don't make it for February. So I'm sure there is backup in place. So see, you can't do anything at this stage and anticipate. There's no point of anticipate. Just put it and wait. That's it. If it happens by Feb, fine. Otherwise, it'll be the next intake. Guys, remember at this time when things are very, very busy with immigration in New Zealand, don't be in a rush to get your visa. Okay, be sure to get your visa. It's very important. There's everybody can rush. It's a mad rush. Everybody wants to do everything, but at the same time, you have to understand the outcome is more important, not the waiting. I keep telling all my partnership based applicants as well. They are very, very worked up, saying it's taking so much of time. I'm only telling them one thing. After all that waiting, if you still get a visa, this waiting period you will not even remember in your life, because the waiting is very small when compared to the long life you're going to have here in New Zealand. Right? So don't get worked up about the waiting. Now, a lot of people say, oh, 6 months of my career I lost. Trust me, nothing will happen in that. I have had career breaks as well. I've had career breaks. It's not impacting my opportunities. If you're good, if you're skilled, you will find yourself a job and make yourself a career. So what you need to focus on is on the way, the outcome. You need to ensure your file goes into the system properly so that it's a decision ready file. If my team is taking longer than they have said to put in your visa application, it is because they are working on it and they're still not sure of it being ready. Okay, so there's a request to all my dear AJV students. Don't be in a rush. Yes, put the application well in advance into the system. Please put it in, but be prepared in case of delays, and don't get worked up if that delays happen. Because what happens is, if you're trying to rush the process, there are chances the mistakes will happen. There are chances important things are overlooked. Don't rush the process. Okay, put the application in well in advance. If it's meant to be for that particular intake, it'll happen. We will try our best to expedite it. What happens is, before an intake happens, we basically talk to the schools, because the colleges and the universities themselves are also putting a lot of pressure on INZ. Okay, but at the end of the day, remember that they're all you know remember that they're all human beings as well. If you rush them too much, they'll be like, okay, these guys are putting unnecessary pressure, so let's create some problems. So you will end up into having more trouble. You will end up in having more delays. So just go with the flow. It is important to go with the flow. Okay, put your application in, wait patiently, learn to have that patience. I think that's another thing. When you come to New Zealand, you need to have a lot of patience. There are queues everywhere. They're queues when you come to buy something. When there are queues on the road when you're waiting to take basically on the road drive. There are queues everywhere. You need to learn to wait patiently without honking. That's what we are all used to now. We'll honk. We can't just wait. We can't wait in a queue where there's so much. There are about 10 to 15 cars. What's the point of you honking? You can't. So this is exactly that scenario. An analogy is that when you're in queue, you have to wait. You cannot honk and disturb the rest of the drivers or the person in the front. So yeah, so and wait, be prepared if there are delays. Don't get disappointed. At the end of the day, if the decision comes back positive, that's what we want. Okay, and your life will start here in New Zealand eventually. So, and this waiting will be a very, very small part of it. So don't worry about it. um Talk to my team and they'll figure things out for you. Okay, thank you very much. Next question we have is Aswani Vishwanathan, who says, can we claim points for studies from India? Master's degree in NZ, 1 year full-time PG studies is a bonus points while applying for resident visa. Aswani, I won't be able to answer this question, number one, because I really don't have any information about your profile. And I kind of vaguely remember talking to you sometime in the past. If you're based here in New Zealand, please give me a call, because I don't have all your information to give you this response. Plus, you have not left us your phone number. So, Ashwani, please give me a call and I'll be able to help you with that question. Okay. Right. So, let's see if we have any other questions. I think we're at the end of it. We are 30 coming up. We shall wait for a bit, and then decide what next to be done. Right. So, okay, am I missing any questions on? Okay, yeah, I think there are a few questions on YouTube that probably my team is also missing pasting there on Facebook. So we've got Satya Krishna, who says, I finished my level 8 in wellness and rehabilitation, presently on a post-study work visa. Presently, I'm working with the Ministry of Children in Oranga Tamaraki. Is this a good job for my future? My background is physiotherapy in India. Okay. Satya, I'm very surprised. Okay, so you're working with Ministry of Children, but as a wellness in, I assume it's a wellness related job. So Satya, in this stage, thanks for giving your number. What I would recommend for you to do is to just send us an email. Send me an email with your job offer. Okay, send it to immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. I will assess and come back to you on this, because it's going to be difficult for me to do this assessment on this live session at the moment, because there's so many things that we need to take into consideration before we provide advice on this. Okay, so just send me an email. It's immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. Just send it to me. I'll have a look at it and come back to you. Okay, thank you. Or give me a call. Even better. It's 0800 696977. Call me on the weekends, 9 to 5 p.m., please. Thank you. Um, Parminder says, can NZ change their PR policy? Yes, there is possibility. The resident visa policies keep changing, not just resident visa policies, policies across keep changing, and you can expect changes at any point in time. So, yes, change is the only constant thing in this world, my dear. So yeah, so yes. Right, we have some more questions. Chirag Muradia says, "What is the future? What is the future of GD in accounting from Wintech after 10 years of experience in India? I'm 32 years old." Chirag, I see that you have not left us your phone number. However, I'll be interested to talk to you and answer that question for you. If you are not working with AJV, you must work with AJV, because if your current agency is not giving you that answer, then then I think you're not working with the right people. Yeah, because if you have an offer, that you must be working with somebody, and if that person is not able to answer that question, then I think you must reconsider who you're working with. Okay, or please give us a call or send us an email, and we'll be able to answer that for you. Thank you. um we have Neha, one of our students, who is come in and asked me a question. Hi Neha, how are you? I hope that connect has helped you yesterday, the email exchanges we did. Um, you say, does living together for 1.5 year as a married couple satisfy INZ if we meet all the other requirements of partnership-based work visa that you mentioned at the beginning of your session? Neha, I think you must talk to our Neha, and she will, connect you with me and assess to see. And also, we have a licensed immigration advisor now based in New Zealand, in India, who's Tulika. Okay, she's got her license. She's a fresh newbie immigration advisor. She's promised that she'll come live from next week. Hope Tulika comes live soon. So you will see another fresh face. You've seen Arun and me doing these live sessions. You might have a third person from next week. So more opportunities for you AJV students to ask questions. But Neha, 1.5 year is a decent amount of time, and I'm hoping that you have a lot of documentation that is required. We will do the assessment. My team will do the assessment, have a look at the documentation that you are providing, and then she will advise you accordingly when it's time. So I think you're still at the moment deciding between programs. So once you're done with that, please have a word with our LI Tulika Mehra, and we will then tell you what needs to be done. Because that's another thing is when we start student visa, and if there are partners, we ensure that the partnership partners documents are also assessed even before we go ahead, because we don't want you stranded here in New Zealand with your husband back in India. Okay, it's very important for us. So yeah, just have a word with your advisor to connect you to your study advisor, to connect you to Tulika, and then they will assist accordingly that. Okay, Neha, thank you. Right. There's some more questions coming in without phone numbers. Kalpesh you say hi. Hi, Kalpesh. Thank you for coming online. Please leave your question with your phone number and I'll answer that. Taha Mahood says, are there any post-study work visas? Nothing at the moment. Um, Pratesh says, how do college select applicants? Does backlog and CGPA matter? I'll answer that as well because it's a generic question. Yes, they do, but it's different with different colleges. So only somebody who has a good understanding of these things, you must work with them. And yes, there is, it does affect. Okay, please do talk to us, Pratesh, on that. Thank you. Kalpesh says, what is the scope for retail management? Kalpesh, please leave us your number. Um, Kalpesh, if you've already, are you in touch with one of my team members? Because if you are, then you'll have to tell me who your advisor is. Because if you have already shared a number a lot of times before, then I'm sure one of my team members has contacted you. So if you do have the team members' details, can you please share that with me so that I can get an update from them regarding your profile? Okay, thank you. Um, Okay, Ranjit says, can you advise me for PR in New Zealand based on blood relationship with my brother was there and holds NZ passport too. I'm also an engineer. Can you please advise the visa process, Ranjit? Thanks for coming online, and you have not left us your phone number, but I'll still answer this. There is no what do you say, weightage of having a blood relative in New Zealand. Earlier, there was additional points for having a blood relative in New Zealand, but they have removed that right now. So you will have to look at other possibilities of, migration. So please send us an email to immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. We will assess and respond to you the opportunities, the pathways to migrate to New Zealand. Okay, so just send that across, Ranjit, and we'll be able to help you. Thank you. Neha, thank you very much, Neha. No worries, yeah. We are coming online just to help you guys, just to help AJV students. We're more than happy to do that. Hope to see you in New Zealand soon. And because you're coming to Hamilton, hopefully you're coming to Hamilton. If you are, I'm sure we'll get to catch up a couple of times. Okay, thank you. Kalpesh, okay, Kalpesh is here in New Zealand, so why are you not giving me a call? I think the best thing to do is to give us a call. Because you're based in New Zealand, I think it'll be easier for you to discuss these things over the phone. So just give us a call. It's 0800 Give me a call in the office hours 9 to 5 on Monday to Friday. Okay, give us a call and we'll discuss this. Thank you. Um, Mahood, that is your second question without a phone number. You will have to please leave me your phone number so that I can answer that. Thank you. Okay. Gaurav Tantri says, hi Mary, I don't think my Facebook comments are visible to you. My question was will the student visa processing take 5 months because my course starts in Feb 2020? Hi Gaurav, I'm not sure if you're an AJV student, but yes, possibility the applications will take up to 5 months, 4 to 5 months. So if you're not working with the AJV, then I don't have any other information to share with you apart from that. You will have to talk to your advisor sometimes based on your course and college and the level also that it might differ. So yeah, please have a word with your advisor if you're working with us. Um, Great. If you're not, then you'll have to consider to work with us. Okay. Thank you. Shamal Parekh says, after so many mutual efforts from Girish, Daniel, and me, finally we have successfully lodged visa application for my student visa. Any tips for the interview? Hi, Shamal. I kind of vaguely remember your name. Thank you so much for choosing to work with AJV. And finally, yes, we very good. Your visa application is in. Number one, a lot of patience. Number two, please be thorough with your course content. Very, very important. Okay, please be thorough with your course content and do research as to what kind of future opportunities it, I mean, what kind of job I mean, not to say whether there are jobs here or not, but what job roles are you eligible for. Okay, so please do a bit of research. My team, Grace and her team leader, will reach out to you and conduct various rounds of interviews to train you. So in fact, this morning we had yesterday there was a interview call of one of my students from here in New Zealand, and she was grilled for like 30 minutes, and she's somebody very, very senior with years of experience, and there was so many questions, and thankfully we had already trained her and she did extremely well, and we got her AIP this evening. So yes, so it is important. So my team will do their job of training you, but you will need to do your part as well by doing your bit of research. Okay, so Grace, if you're watching this session, please ensure that Shamal has been taken through his rounds of interviews, and yeah, tips are stay confident and be sure of what you're doing. Yeah, so and that our team will also assist you in getting there. Don't worry. Okay. Um, Gaurav, Gaurav, you say you're an AJV student. Thank you very much. Advisor is Aniket, and advisor visa officer is Sonia. Okay, great. I got to know that the visa processings have been reduced as stamping processes have been temporarily eliminated and replaced with e-visa. Will this take 5 months? Okay, Gaurav, I must tell you the delays is not just because of the stamping process. The delays are because the applications are coming in huge numbers, and Mumbai, poor little office, is processing applications from across the globe. And there seems to be a steady increase by about 45%. There's a huge unpredictable increase in applications every single intake. So that is the reason there is a delay, Gaurav. Okay, yes, it will take some time, and you will need to be patient. There's a good chance it'll be lesser, we hope, because it affects us as a company as well when these delays happen. Please understand that a lot of people might think that it doesn't affect you guys. No, it affects us the most, because we if applications keep delaying, then we as a company cannot survive like this. Okay, so but then you'll have to just wait. It's a process that will take its own time, and we are there were days, Gaurav, that we got visas in 2 days. Also, there were days we got visas in 24 hours. We have seen the glorious days. But yes, now if it's waiting, just need to work with INZ. I think we all need to work when systems change and processes change. So, Gaurav, stay patient, be prepared. For a visa interview, be prepared for a delay if there is any. But we will do our task of following up as well wherever there is required. If there is, there is only, suppose there are a lot of instances where there's only one intake, or the intakes are too far away, we do put requests. We say, hey, you know what, the intakes are too far apart. The student has so many months gets wasted for the student. And if the processing timeline says 5 months, we kind of wait patiently and then follow up. So we do a bit as well. Okay, but at the same time, be prepared. Okay, so that's what I would say. But some of our visas are coming through very, very quickly as well, for all sorts of programs, masters at universities, government polytechnics. I have seen that visas are coming through within 2 months as well. But if it does, great. Okay, so just wait in the queue, and unfortunately we cannot predict how long it will take. So yeah, that's how it is. So just put it in and do a good job with the application. That's more important. Right. Shamal says, perfect. Hopefully, I will be able to do good in the interview as well. Also, I have referred AJV to one of my juniors back in college. She'll be in touch with you guys soon. Thank you so much, Shamal, for your references. I think, it's great for you guys to work with us and just increase. You all are our ambassadors at the end of the day. AJV students are our ambassadors, and we would like you all to go out and talk about it. And yes, you get incentivized also for that. In fact, our customer service onshore person is also working on that. Okay, so yeah, just be our face and our voice out to the world. It'll be great. Thank you, Shamal. Okay. Next question, we have Ayax Khan, who says engineering degree in Washington Accord. Okay, Ayax, I really don't. Your question seems to be, you know, incomplete. If you can please come in and finish that question, it'll be great. Thank you. Okay, let me quickly scroll up and check if we have any more questions. Okay. Mm, right. Now, I think we are pretty much done with all the questions that have already been posted. Yeah, we're almost done. Right. Let's wait for a few more minutes and see if there are any more coming in. So we have started daylight saving. I used to do these live sessions at normally at 3 p.m. India time or about 1 p.m. India time. So I've kind of preponed it today to 12 p.m. That's because our daylight saving has started. So we are now 7.5 hours ahead of India, which is the main time zone that we work with, and not 6.5 hours like before. And it's nice and bright till about already. It's nice and bright till about 7:30 for us, and as and when it gets closer to summer, it gets warmer and warmer, and then our evenings till about 9:30. In fact, even now it'll be nice and bright when I do these live sessions. It'll be like daytime when I do my live sessions towards towards summers. So New Zealand summers are very very nice. It's nice and warm. I think the highest temperatures we have is 23 degrees in summers, but it's very very pleasant, and people go out to have dinners in the park and things like that. So yeah, we'll get to I'll do some live sessions probably from one of my dinner sessions in the park. It'll be good to do that. Yeah. Okay, next we have a few more coming in now. Ritika says, "Ma'am, Ritika here again. Only option will be to apply for a partnership visitor visa if my husband is studying level 7 in in culinary." You're saying chefing, which is not right, but yeah. Ritika, yes. At the moment, you're only eligible for the visitor visa. So yeah, but then we need to see even if you qualify for that as well. So you need to be a bit careful, like I just cautioned before, saying a lot of people are applying without having proper documentation. So yeah. Okay, next question we have Prajakta, who says, any update on partner visa processing timelines? Unfortunately, right now it stands at 6 months, but there's no further progress. We will have to just wait and see how it works. Okay. Rohan Matthew says, "Ma'am, how good is EIT College Auckland and the course level 9 applied management?" Rohan, I don't know if you're working with us. If you are, can you please confirm that? Right. So we're almost at the end of this session. Before we get in and say our goodbyes, I'd like to confirm our contact details. Okay, so for all those who are calling us or would like to call us from India, would like to contact our India team, please can call us on 1-800-103-6525. If you would like to send an email to our India team, it's going to be info@ajvglobal.com. If you would like to call us here in New Zealand, the New Zealand team, then it's +6422 605 2615, only via call, please, not WhatsApp calls or any other calling app. Okay, please don't call us through that. Or email address will be immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. If you would like to call us from within New Zealand, there's a toll free number that you can call us on, which is 0800 696977. We're available from 9 to 5 p.m. New Zealand, 9 to 5 p.m. New Zealand time from Monday to Friday. There is a voice mail that you will get if you call me outside the office hours. I will aim to call you back the next day, but best is to just send us an email during our out of office hours. Okay. Thank you very much for that. I hope you guys have recorded that information. Um, okay, we've got Rohan who says, Catherine. Okay, Rohan, I will have to cross check. Catherine, can you please confirm that Rohan is working with us? Because he says that he's talking to you. So, Catherine, if you can please confirm if Rohan is working with us, that would be great. Okay, we are almost done with all the Facebook questions. Okay, Rohan, I will leave you. I have not heard from Catherine, but I believe I will ensure that we pull out your details and contact with you if you're not. Okay, so yes, EIT is a good school. I have a lot of students who have graduated from there, got jobs and progressed. Applied management is a good program, but guys, when you do applied management programs, please be very cautious about the kind of papers that you're selecting. Please don't pick up fancy papers. Pick up papers that have good employability connections, like do sales and marketing and customer service. Don't do programs like organizational structures. They're very high level. If you're someone without any experience, please do not pick up such complicated high level programs that are meant for senior level positions. Pick up programs that will give you good entry level jobs. Okay, people with experience with would like to gain some kind of leadership skills and have worked for 10, 15 odd years, then yes, they could look at those kind of programs at change management and things like that. But then if you are a fresher and have very few years, or you have very few years of experience, please do not pick up complicated papers. You are going to struggle to understand what it is, and eventually that will not translate into a job. So just be very careful about that. Okay. Right. One last question, and then I think we're about to wrap up. Rahul says, "Hi, I'm an AJV client. What is the pay scale for highway engineers?" Very interesting. Rahul, highway engineers, I don't have that information offhand at the moment. You'll have to just give me a second before I look up that. Um, I can just probably tell you in a bit about the pay scale. So also, Rahul, can you just and tell me how many years of experience? Because if you're a fresher, the pay scale will be different. And if you are someone with experience, in the pay scales will be different. Okay, so I can quickly look up that for you. Just give me a second. And that's a very interesting question. I think I have not answered this before in any of my previous sessions, so I could do that for you quickly. Right. So let me ask a very interesting question to whoever is watching this live session. We have 35 odd people watching this live session, and it's almost weekend. So can you all post? Okay, this is a contest. Okay, Arun does these contests, but I'm doing it. Okay, if you want to win an AJV T-shirt, okay, any AJV merchandise, I think most of you are based in India, so this is I'm sorry, I'll have to give a closed option for all those who are based in India. Whoever posts a comment telling what are your weekend plans, give me the most interesting weekend plan. Whoever posts will get an AJV t-shirt. Okay, I'll ensure it's couriered to you next week. So can you guys, all those who are watching the session, AJV students, non-AJV students, doesn't matter, whoever it is within India. Okay, I have to exclude my team out of this. Okay, so but whoever posts the most interesting weekend plan that you all have. Okay. Oh, Gaurav is already posted it. Gaurav, you're saying you're getting a car. You're coming to New Zealand, man. Why do you need a car now? Anyway, anyways, the posts are coming in. So whoever's gonna post the most interesting weekend plan that you'll have, you all will get an AJV t-shirt. Okay. So I'm waiting to see who does this. So I'm gonna do this from every week. When I end my session, I'm gonna ask for something interesting, something new. So let's see what kind of answers we get. Okay, I'm going to look at Rahul's answer. Till then, let's see if there's some more comments that come in. Okay. Rahul, it's still loading. Just give me a few minutes. Okay, so pay rates. Okay, for engineers, the salary scale is 42,000 to 125,000. Okay, so this is in generic engineers. So somebody who's got less experience will start off at, or a fresher will start off at the lower end. and engineering jobs again will also include the trades that are there under engineering. Okay, so a graduate, as far as I can see, will start around 50-55,000. Okay, so you will be in the median rates, sorry, above the minimum for sure. Okay, so I hope away from us, because the NZIHT is just the fourth door from here technically. Okay, very close. So Rahul, if you're coming here, great. And so you know, you don't have to worry. You're coming to a good city, Hamilton, and there are a lot of opportunities in highway engineering. And I've seen the course content. It's a very, very good and robust course content. So all the best. I'm sure you will do well, and we are here anyways. Okay, so don't worry. Great. So I have some more questions coming. Gaurav has come back and said, um, okay, so you said you had one of my videos. You were a bit confused with NMIT and RI. I just had one more question. Since NMIT is a small town, will it be difficult? Difficult? No. I mean, whoever is going to smaller towns, guys, you'll have to be open about moving out of that city when you are finding full-time jobs. Yes, there are plenty of part-time opportunities, but when you come to New Zealand, you have to be, no matter where, even if you come to a big town like Auckland, you have to be open to relocation. There is a high possibility. I have so many people who have at least moved 3 or 4 times before they've found the job. It's like finding the one. Okay, finding the one to get married for life. It's like that. So before you find the job, meeting all the resident visa requirement, you may have to move a couple of towns. Okay, so yeah, if you're buying in India, maybe it will be useful. I'm just kidding. You can't bring it to New Zealand. So, yeah. So Gaurav, for part times, it'll be perfect. I don't see any problems in smaller towns. But yeah, I mean, it's by nature over here that everybody moves and relocates after they finish their course. So you might have to do that as well. Okay. Okay. Ritika says, taking my dog swimming. Very interesting. This is the most interesting one so far. Let's see who else say what. Okay, Rahul says spending time with family regarding Dasara. Okay, that's good. And happy Dasara, guys, who all are celebrating Dasara. And I hope you guys have a good time with family. If you come to New Zealand, it'll be probably the last for a few years for you celebrating Dashara back home. So please have some good time with your family. Spend good time with them, and yeah. So the best answer so far. Dog swimming, interesting. So yeah, let's see who are the others. So far, I think Ritika is the one who's doing well with her comment. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming online. And I will wait till all the comments come in. I will take a call. I will post the winner tomorrow. In tomorrow's, I will have a look at it, and I will announce it on around this time. So it'll be great to see. All those who are watching this video even later can probably answer this. So please post your most interesting weekend plan that you have, and you will win an AJV T-shirt. And obviously, I'll have to keep this contest open to those based in India at the moment. But yeah, thank you so much for coming online and watching this live session. And we hope that you guys, all those who are not working with AJV, get interested to work with us. And the ones that are already working with AJV, continue to work with us. Okay. So, and continue to get pampered. Thank you very much, Kaki. That means see you next time in Maori. And I will come live next week. And yeah, have fun till then, and happy Dasara, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.